Hello, hello, hello. No crazy stuff today. I'm gonna give it just a minute for some people to jump on. I'll shake my foundation while we're waiting. Waiting. If you're watching the playback, you can fast forward a couple of minutes. I'm gonna wait till some people jump on. I've had some questions about the primer. I want to talk about the primer. I want to show the redness in my face. Facebook says it's building me an audience. So I'm going to wait a couple of more minutes. I'm going to get my hair out of my face so you can see, because it's not about hair. Happy Thursday. They say we in Alabama are actually going to get rain today, but we shall see. We shall see. Get my mirror fixed while we're waiting. Good morning, good morning. If anybody's just tuning in to watch the playback, go ahead and look how red my face is. When a couple of people get on, I'm going to come in closer, and I want you to really look at my skin. And this is normal. This is not something that has just popped up for me. This is always normal for me. I've got my tissues ready today. If my nose starts running, my eyes start watering. Good morning, good morning. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. People can jump on, or they can watch the playback, whichever they have time for. But I'm gonna come in really close, so don't let me scare you here. Do y'all see the redness in my face? It's not fun and it's not funny, but I just try to joke about it and say, "Hi, Liza, just getting started, hon." I want to show y'all the redness in my face, and this is not something that has just happened. It's not fun and it's not funny, but I do try to joke about it and say, when God made me, He put rubies in my skin. But you know, that's just a way to joke about yourself. But I'm coming a little closer. Do you see the busted blood vessels there in my face? Also, I guess part of that is just getting older. See how big my pores look, which my pores have really diminished. Let me get my tissue. My pores have really diminished tremendously since I've been using the Younique skincare line. And I'm going to talk more about that either Monday or Tuesday. And before I even put a product on, let me go ahead and tell you, I'm Louise Tanner. I am a Younique presenter. If you're not in my group, my VIP group, it is Be Younique with Louise. Please join, because there are some things that I love to share that I can't always share publicly. We have rules to go by, you know, rules. But I want to show y'all that redness first. Now, I've already cleansed my face. I'm going to use the Glorious Face Primer. There's a couple of reasons I'm going to put this on as I talk, because I let mine dry. I'm going to show you how much I'm going to use though. This stuff does not take much. For your whole face, it does not take much at all. Can you see that little bit? That's all it takes. I take these fingers. Some people just rub it all over their hands. I don't do that. This is what I do. Hello, Loretta. How are you? This is the Younique Glorious Primer. Okay, there's a couple of reasons I'm going to put this on. Hi, Sherry. How are you? Hi, Judy. One of the reasons I use the primer is because it fills in my pores, my fine wrinkles and lines. Ladies, I'm not getting any younger. I'm 52. 52 going on 80, I think, sometimes, but you know, it is what it is. But this works tremendously to fill in your pores. And it makes your makeup go on smoother, last longer. I'm going to put it on my eyes. I'm going to be careful with my eyes. I've got contacts in. And it makes your makeup sweat proof. Now, I let my primer dry. And I'm just a stickler about time. I don't know if you want to call it OCD or what you want to call it. But I actually look at the clock and time mine. I time mine for 5 minutes. It may work in less time. That's just my way of doing it. I time it for 5 minutes. So it's 1 minute till 1. Okay, I'm going to give you an example about the primer. I'm going to use your house for example because to me this is a good way to think about the primer. You can put your makeup on without primer. Of course you can. We've all done it. I did it before I started using Younique because I didn't know any better. But it's not going to last as long. Think about your house. You can paint your house without primer. You can paint your kitchen cabinets without primer. You can. But it's going to take more paint. If you prime first, the paint is you're going to take less paint to cover. The paint's going to go on smoother. It's going to give a better finish. And the paint is going to last so much longer, right? Same with your makeup. If you'll put the primer on first, you're going to hide those pores, those wrinkles. You're going to make your makeup last so much longer. It's going to go on smoother. It's going to look better. And girls, it's going to be sweat proof. Now, y'all have heard me talk about how much I love to go fishing in the summertime. But I would go sit on my pier in the hot, bright sunshine. I'm talking about 95 degrees. I'm not talking about 60 degrees under a shade tree. I'm talking about bright sunshine. My eyes are watering. I got my tissue. I'm talking about bright sunshine because if I went and sat in the bright sunshine, I got to fish, enjoy myself, and also my legs got a good suntan at the same time. So win-win for me. But let's see, here's my concealer. Let me start shaking it up. So I would wear full makeup primer under always primer. Always prime. And I would wear that fishing. When I would get home, my makeup would look just as good as it did when I put it on that morning because the primer makes it sweat proof. Now if you sweat and you rub your face with your hands or your you know, a paper towel or whatever, yes, you're going to wipe it off. But if you don't rub your face, your makeup's not going anywhere. It's not going to be drooping down here. It's not going to get all over your clothes. It's going to last. Now, while I'm waiting for the rest of my primer to dry, I can go ahead and put on my concealer because I don't use a lot of concealer. Hello, Pamela. Now, the color I'm using is, I use the same color concealer as my foundation. Now, if you're wanting to highlight areas, you would use a color lighter. That's not what I'm after. I'm after hiding some dark spots, some circles, some imperfections. That is what I am after with the concealer. So it's according to what you are after with your concealer as to what color concealer you would need. But I want to hide and cover up some stuff. That's why I use the same color concealer as my foundation, which for me is Chiffon. I shake it up. I use the Younique concealer brush. I do believe in using the correct brush for the product. You don't want to use your hands for these products. It don't matter how much you wash your hands, you've got oils coming out of your fingertips. That it might not feel oily or greasy, it might not look like it, but trust me, it's there. You don't want to mix that oil with your foundation, with your makeup. This Liquid Touch foundation is going to give you a matte, all day lasting finish, so you don't want to mix oil with any of that. So shake up the concealer. Don't get carried away with this concealer because it don't take much. Less is more. Start out with a little. Now when I say little, I mean a little. You can always add more if you want it. I'm going to put I'm just barely going to squeeze that little tube. That actually looks like more than it is, but I'm going to dot that all over my little imperfections. See, I've got one there. That's actually a red scar, is what that is. You see that line under that bag? Now I've got my mirror to the left. I will have to look in it. Let me see, my light on my mirror don't look. Oh, I know what I've forgotten. I've forgotten my little light. That's why it looks so dark. Let's turn this on. Ah, is that better? Okay. And I've got, I guess that's a freckle, but it's darker than the others. I don't like seeing it. I'm going to cover that up. Now I'm just going to dot this on there. And I'm going to let it warm up to my face before I try to spread it out. Now I want to show y'all again because that foundation is going to cover this stuff up. Do y'all see how red my face is? And do you see those busted blood vessels in my face? Well, this Younique foundation is going to take care of all that for me. Now I'm just going to lightly, almost feather-like strokes. I'm going to bring that concealer down. As you can see, I didn't use much. And I'm not bringing it down into those blood vessels. I'm just feathering that out. Everywhere I put it, that's what I'm going to do. And if I miss the spot, I'm going to go back and get a little more and put there. Actually, I think that's enough concealer because the foundation is going to cover up a lot. I showed y'all how red my face is. Before I started using Younique, I have tried and wasted so much money on so many different foundations. You name it, I tried it. It didn't work for my skin. My skin is different. My skin is sensitive. The redness would still come through. Now when you get the Liquid Touch foundation, it comes with a dropper. You want to shake your bottle really well. It's mineral based. The minerals are going to settle in the bottom. Take your dropper out after you shake it. Empty everything out of that dropper and put the lid back on it and shake it some more. Hello, Elaine. How are you? But before I started using Younique, I used every foundation on the market. The redness would still come through. It's embarrassing for me to go out in public and people say, "Oh, your face is so red, you must be sunburned." I think, no, I'm not sunburned. Then people say, oh, your blood pressure must be up, your face is so sunburned. You know, it really gets old. No, I don't want to be mean, and I was never mean to people, but I would think, oh, I'm so sick of hearing this, people. And I'm going to be honest, I was skeptical about the Younique. But I saw it advertised on Facebook, just like you're seeing it advertised. Let me tell you how many drops I'm going to use. I am learning to love this brush. This is the foundation brush that is meant for the Liquid Touch foundation. I use 5 drops. Let me get my drops on here. I'm going to finish my story. Let's see. 1, 2, oh, my hands are shaking. 3, 4, 5. I was skeptical about this foundation. I saw it advertised on Facebook, just like you're seeing it advertised on Facebook. But some of the girls that I saw advertising it was girls that I knew how they looked without it. So I thought, okay, I see how y'all look without it. I see how you look with it. Let me just try it. So the first products I ever ordered was the Liquid Touch foundation and the powder puff brush. The first 2 products I ever ordered. I didn't even have the primer at that moment. After you dot that everywhere, then you're going to want to come back and just buff it. So I got them in, tried it, fell in love with the coverage I got. Hello, Anna. Fell in love with the coverage I got from that foundation. Then I thought, okay, let's try the primer under it. I got the primer to go with it. Girls, my life. You're going to think it's crazy when I say my life has changed since Younique, but I'm serious because I no longer have to be ashamed or embarrassed when I go out in public. Now, when people are looking at my face, I have to remind myself sometimes, okay, they're not looking at your red face. Younique's got you covered. They're looking at how good your makeup looks. Then I smile on the inside. I'm like, So I don't have to worry about people commenting on my red face anymore. And that in itself makes me more confident. Makes me a happier girl. Now you can just bluff. I kind of combined the word buff and blend in the same word, didn't I? But you can just blend and buff that until you feel like it looks good. Now see how well that covered up my red. See, I'm confident with that. Okay, next. I do my eyebrows next before I do my eyeshadow. I know I did something crazy yesterday, girls, and it was just fun. I ain't doing nothing crazy today. I'm going to use the Younique eyebrow liner pencil. The contact is bothering me today. I'm going to use the color medium. It has a spoolie on one end. It has a retractable point, product point, whatever you want to call it in there. I use the color medium. You can see, you can see my eyebrows, but there's really not a lot to them. So I try to follow the natural hairline, but I also add a little. I'm going to try to look in the mirror, but also let you guys see, because it's hard to see in the camera. I'm going to come on the top first. Then I'm going to come to the bottom. fill in. I'm using little short, like quick strokes, so hopefully it looks like natural eyebrow hairs. Then I'm going to add just a little something right here because I don't really have any. How does that look? Do you see the difference? I think it looks a lot better with it. Now, I do seem to get the right one better than the left one, but I do the best I can with it. Okay, I'm going to come on the top. I'm going to go ahead and do the eyeshadow and everything, but y'all have seen me do 1,000 times. But the main point that I wanted to talk about today was the primer, the concealer, the color wine primer, the color of concealer that you need, and all that. Yes, Liza, eyebrows are like, you put a frame around your picture before you put it on your wall. You want a frame around your eyes for your eyeshadow. Your concealer, I mean, it all depends on what you want from your concealer. If you want to highlight some areas on your face, maybe under your eyes, or some people highlight like on their nose and their T-zone. I don't do that. My reason for concealer is just that, to conceal dark spots, imperfections. How's that? So in that case, I use the same color concealer as my foundation, and that's what you would do too, if that's what you're after, is to conceal. Okay, now I really liked these colors yesterday when I used them. I'm going to use the powder pigments again. Anna, you think you'll like the stencils? I have them. I do have the stencils. And I've been playing around with them. But it seems like I can just do better freehand. This is the Gorgeous. I used it yesterday. It's the powder pigment. I loved it. When I put it on, I thought, why have I not been using that more often? So we're going to use it again today. It is a light, it's a shimmer. It's a gold. It's kind of a gold color. Going to tap a little bit in your cap. When you buy these, they come in a shaker. That's so you don't just dump them out, because you don't, again, all of the Younique products, you don't need much product. And anything you do, anything you use it for, these don't take much product. That's why each product, it lasts so long. So those come in a little shaker, so you can just tap out a little bit in the cap. Just start with a little. You can always add more. The brush I'm going to use is actually the Cream Shadow Brush by Younique. I'm going to put my my brush in that cap. I'm going to get a little product. Then I'm going to tap it just a little bit on the side of that cap to get anything that's loose off. Now I'm going to have to look in the mirror, but I don't want to hide y'all's view. I'm going to just tap that on. If I hold my brush up this way, it seems to get the product at the lash line. So I try to do that first. Then, since I have hooded eyes, you see all that eyelid droops over. Then I get a little product and I hold it this way. I go ahead and open my eye because I want to see that color, and I see where I need to start. And then I see where I need to come to in order for me to be able to see that color once my eyes just, you know, normally opened. Like I say, I start with a little and I build. If I want more, I put more. Isn't that a pretty color? Look at that color. Hello, Lisa. Not doing anything crazy today. Talked a little bit about primer and concealer. We're using the color Beautiful again. Holding the brush up angled this way to get that color all the way to the lash line. Hi Tammy, how are you? Then I'm going to see how far I need to come up to be able to see my color, which is about right here. And I'm just going to tap that on. I'm going to get a little more. Like I say, I do it a little at a time. It's easier to build this up than it is to just put a bunch on there and then try to take it off. That's hard. Let me go ahead and mention, if anybody does have any questions about any of the Younique products that I ever use, that I don't use on live, just comment on some of my videos or send me a message. I can answer any questions y'all have. Yesterday when I did the video, when I watched the playback, the sound was off. I hope the sound's good today. I'm running 4G instead of Wi-Fi. Hopefully it'll be better. See how that color is? Great, Tammy. I'm glad you're feeling better. See how pretty that color Beautiful is? I love that color. Okay, I'm going to close it back up. I learned the hard way one day about leaving my products open. They tend to get knocked over. I'm going to use the color Daring. It's also a powder pigment. It's a little darker. It's not quite as dark as it looks in the container. Put a little bit in the top. I'm going to use the crease brush. Now since I have the hooded eye, I'm not exactly going in that crease. I'm going to go above the crease onto the brow bone. No, Tammy, I didn't get to go on the cruise. I bet those girls are having a blast though. Okay, I go up into an angle right here first. That's the first thing I do. Now if you start at the top and come down, that's fine. There's no rules in makeup. We all do things different. Then I'm going to come across, right, not in the crease, on the brow bone, like where that hood is. Then I get a little product and I'm going to go in that little empty spot there, that little V. Y'all see that? Yes, Liza, maybe next year. Maybe next year. Okay, now for a minute, that's all I'm going to do for that, with that for a minute. We're going to blend it when we get finished. So I'm going to come over to this side. I'm going to go into an angle. product. And I'm going to come up on that brow bone. I'm looking in the mirror, y'all. I got my mirror to the left. Now I do kind of try to take it like a half circle and kind of swoop and end down toward that crease to give it kind of a rounded, to hopefully make my eyes not look so droopy. Oh, where's my tissue? Got it on my hands. Okay, I'm going to need I need the angle side, the liner side of my liner shader brush, because I'm going to put it under my eye. And I'm going to take that and I'm going to dip it in that same color, Daring, and I'll go under my eye with it. About like that. Ladies, don't forget, I'm receiving a special box in the mail, and I'm going to unbox it live only in my VIP group. When you see what it is, how I got it, you'll understand why I couldn't do it on my public wall. But I can only do it in my VIP group. So if you're not in my VIP group, ladies, join the VIP group. It's called Be Unique with Louise. Now this is the mineral concealer in the color Fresh. Look how big that container is. Now you can use this for a lot of stuff, but what I mainly use, hi Lisa, what I mainly use this for, that huge container. God, that's fine, Lisa. This is going to last me a lifetime. But I'm going, so it's already some stuck to the top. So I'm just going to open it. I'm going to find me a fluffy brush. This is the Younique Deluxe brush. I'm just going to get a little product on there. Now I'm going to highlight under my eyebrow. But to start with, I'm just going to tap it on there. Tap, tap, tap. And in the inner corner of my eye. To brighten my eye up a little. I'm going to tap on both sides and then we're going to blend. Ladies, I've been having some thoughts in my mind. And I want to tell you something I've been thinking about, and I want y'all to let me know what you think about it. Okay, after I get that tapped on there, I'm going to close it up, because like I say, I've had experience with things getting knocked over. I'm going to blend. But here's what I've been thinking about. I want to have some skin care, how to, I don't want to call it parties. It's not a party. I want to have some skin care and, what's the word? Skin care, protect the skin you're in. If for us older women, regenerate your skin, you know, taking care of your skin. I want to have some of those. I'm going to say the word party because I don't know a better word, but I mean, it's not really going to be a party. And ladies, I'm going to have one for myself in my VIP group. And if I, you know, when I have one for myself, you know, once it qualifies, I'm going to reap all the rewards from it. But if you will let me know that you want to have one, I do all the work. I'm going to put all the videos. I'm going to put everything in there. But I'll set you up a link. And then once yours qualifies, you, not me, you are going to get those rewards. So, y'all comment on this video or send me a private message. Let's pick a day for yours to start. Okay, I blended that highlight first. Now I blended that color. Now, I'm going to use the color Pristine in the Younique eyeliner pencil. These last all day. Once you put them on, they're there till you take them off. They don't come off. Now I'm going to put this on my bottom waterline. It kind of, since my eyes are like sort of closed together, this makes them look a little more awake. But I'm probably going to start my skincare tutorials in my VIP group next week. One day next week. If you want to, for me to set you up a link and me let you add your friends. And then me put the videos in your group also. So you can earn the rewards. Just let me know. Let me know. Let me know. If you jump in my VIP group before Monday or Tuesday and you see my unboxing, you're going to want some rewards. I'm not supposed to talk too much on my public wall about all that. See how brighter that made my eye, putting that on there? Pretty good on this side. I got quiet, didn't I? Try not to poke my eye out. I try to be a little more careful with my eyes since I've got the contacts in. I was supposed to go back to the eye doctor today and let him recheck these contacts, which they're working. I didn't want to go. So I called and I put it off a week. I'm not going till next Thursday. Okay, Lisa. Have a good day. But after the third prescription in the contacts, they should be working, huh? No, he's a good doctor. He's very thorough. I'm going to use the 3D Fiber Lash Mascara. Then I'm going to use some bronzer. And then we're going to put on Spontaneous Splash Liquid Lipstick. You know, there is a lot of colors, as you know that. And we have a customer kudos every month. Something different every month, which gives you a break in price. This month, only until the last day of the month is over, The Liquid Splash, if you buy them individual, they're $27 each. Yes, $27 each. The Lip Exfoliator, which is made from sugar and shea butter. It takes all the dead skin off your lips. It's $21 each. But until the last day of this month is over, you can shop under Customer Kudos, and you can pick 3 of the Splash liquid lipstick. You can mix or match any way you want to. 3 of the same color, 3 different colors. That's entirely up to you. If you only want, say, 1 color, get one of your friends to go in with you. Y'all order the set. You keep the exfoliator, maybe, whatever deal y'all make out for you, for ordering it. Split the 3. Whatever you want to do. I like a lot of them. Now, while I do love every color I've got about 7 different colors. I do have a favorite. Well, I've got 2 favorites. My top favorite is Spontaneous. That's what I'm going to wear today. My next favorite is Sentimental. Okay. A good coat of gel first. Even though it takes a couple extra seconds. Yes, or while supplies last, Liza. Now, if you order the Customer Kudos, if they're on back order, you can still order it. That don't mean you won't get it. What that means is you'll get it when they get it. See what I'm saying? And I hate to wait for stuff. Don't y'all hate to wait for stuff? You know what else I hate doing? I hate paying shipping. I don't care if it's $5.95. I hate paying shipping. So when I order, I just try to wait. If you order $100 worth, you get free shipping. So I try to wait until there's a couple of different things that I want. That way, if I can get it, barely $100, barely over $100, I get free shipping. I hate paying shipping. Okay, I'm putting a really good coat of gel on there first. Yes, it's taking me a couple extra seconds. But to me, it's worth it because it just makes my lashes look so much better. If I spend that couple of seconds, then it's not that much time. Then you're going to come in with your fibers. If they're a little loose, and normally they are, roll it on the back of your hand, the brushy end of it, to get them to stick. Really no need in going root to tip. You can go mid-lash to tip. Okay, we're going to leave that one alone for a minute. Going to go back in. Now, don't pump your gel. You're going to dry it out. The gel is, well, don't pump any mascara. This gel is thicker than regular mascara, but it's supposed to be. It's not glue by any means. It's not glue. It's gel. But the fibers need to stick to that gel. Then after you say I got a little bit on my skin of that gel, we're not going to panic. We're not going to touch it. We're going to let it dry. And then I'll be able to get it off easily. Girls, can y'all do your left, if you're right-handed, can y'all do your left eye with your left hand? I can't. I'm right-handed and I have to do both eyes with my right hand. Okay, we got some gel on that side. I'm going to roll my fibers on my hand. Okay, it's still trying to escape, so I'm going to roll it again. Okay, those need to bond for a minute together. So while those are bonding, before we seal them. Hi, Jacqueline. Oh, okay. Yeah, Liza, you're left-handed, so you do both eyes with your left hand. So I'm right-handed. I do both eyes on my right hand. It would probably be easier if I could swap hands, but I can't do that. I've tried that. I kind of make a mess. I want to show y'all something right quick. This is my gel wand. It needs cleaned, and here I'm going to show you why. You see those little sticking up things on that brush end of that wand? After you use this many times, and when you go back, hi Crystal, when you go back and you seal those fibers, some of them do get stuck to that brush on that gel. There's no helping that. But I'm going to tell you what to do. If your gel starts getting thick, or if you start seeing that, some fibers sticking up off your brush, turn the hot water on in your sink. Don't use soap. But let the water run until it gets hot. Stick just the brush in under that hot water, and I see I'm going to have to do mine today. Now, while it's running under the water, take your fingers and just go back and forth with the brush. Rotate it all the way. You don't have to go all the way up, just the brush. Get all that cleaned off. Put it right back in your tube, wet. It's not going to hurt it. It brings the gel right back to life. So, if it's starting to get thick and you think, oh, it's ruined, it's all gone. No, it's not. Your wand probably just needs cleaned. Okay, I don't put... Thank you, Jacqueline. I don't put fibers on my bottom. I really just don't think I need them. See, I got the gel right there again. We're not going to panic. We're going to leave it and let it dry. Then I'm going to be able to get it off. If I rub it wet, it's going to smear. Hello, Nicole. How are you? We've been talking about a bunch of stuff. No crazy stuff today. We've been talking about primer, why primer. We've been talking about, hi Amy. We've been talking about why primer. We've been talking about concealer, what color of concealer, according to what you want to do with your concealer, as to how you pick the color of the concealer. So I didn't do any crazy Halloween today. Although I do have my little ghost shirt on that says Booyah. Okay. Before I seal my top fibers in, you'll see that little spot I got there on the top of that, what that gel was. I let it dry. There it is, it's gone. So that, I'm going to let it dry. And it comes off that easy. Okay, let's go back and seal these fibers with a good coat of gel. I don't want to get in my hair. When I get through the video, I got to go back and finish my hair and clean my gel brush. Okay, let's do the other side. when me and my husband gets all dolled up to go out for dinner, I wear 2 coats of the mascara. But I've just got a couple errands to run today. It's not a big deal. I'm going to get this off with, see how easy that came off? Right here. See that's very easy to come off. I've just got a couple errands to run today, so I'm just going to do the 1 coat. But I'm going to try to come in. Do y'all see, even with just the 1 coat with the fibers, it makes a big difference. Now, I don't wear blush because, as y'all saw before I started, I showed you all the natural redness I have in my face that I try to hide, so I don't wear blush. I do wear the beachfront bronzer in the color Malibu. You can wear this bronzer as a bronzer. You can wear this, and I've wore it this way. You can wear this bronzer on your eyes instead of eyeshadow, and it looks great. There's a lighter side and a darker side. You see my darker side's kind of finally, which I've had it about 10 months. It's finally getting down to kind of the bottom. I've got a new one coming in, which this has still got a lot of product in it, but I take just a little. Alright, Liza, I love you, girl. And I'm going to put it where most people would, I guess, would put blush, but I'm not doing blush. I want to accent that cheekbone. On both sides. Then I'm going to bring it up here. It's where you would kind of naturally get a little sun kiss. And I bring it on my jaw bone. To give my neck a slimming effect. Down my nose. Not a lot. Just a little. Okay. Now once all that's done, before I do my lips, I like to go over everything with just a light dusting of the Mineral Touch pressed powder, also in the color chiffon. So my color for in the concealer is chiffon, the foundation is chiffon, and the pressed powder is chiffon. Comes in a nice compact with a mirror. Has the sponge. You can use it if you wish. I do occasionally, not much. I prefer the brush. But it comes with a little door to keep your sponge off of your product. I like the powder puff brush for this. I start by just tapping it where the bronzer is not. That's how I start. Then I'm going to come to my jawbone first. And I'm going to bring that, I'll do this way first, and then I'm going to come down. Because I don't want you to see like a line between my face and my neck. So that's why I come down with it. Then I'm just going to tap it on that, and I'm going to blend that bronzer. I'm going to blend this bronzer. I'm going to blend this. And on my nose. Now I'm not going to pick up more product. I'm just going to swirl this all around my face. Just to bring everything together. Now the Splash liquid lipstick that I was talking about. These are new. They just come out October 1st. This month only. You can order through the customer kudos. These are normally $27 each. The exfoliator is $21 each. But this month only. Once the last day of this month is ended, the customer kudos is over. But until then, you can pick 3 colors of the Splash liquid lipstick for $73, but you get a free $21 lip exfoliator. There is some wonderful colors in this. It looks like a lip gloss. It's not a lip gloss. It's a lipstick. A very long wearing lipstick. It takes it a couple of minutes to dry once you put it on. And it dries to a matte finish. That's what everybody's after for this fall and winter. Hi, Candace. Everybody's after this fall and winter is the matte finish look lipsticks. That's what this is. Now, this is in the color Spontaneous. I love this color. When I take mine, this don't take much either. When I take mine out, I take that applicator. Candace, how are you? And I wipe most of that product back in that bottle. If I don't have enough, I can always double dip. I start out with lining my lips, which for me is not an easy task. So, let's go. Okay, now let's go to the bottom. Let me grab a Q-tip. Once this dries, girls, it's not that easy to get off, so if you need to work with it, you probably need to work with it pretty fast. I don't know if you can see the way that applicator's made. It's got a little curve to hug your lip. Once you get them lined, then go in with that little curve. Gonna want to rub them together to start with. If you've got any, you may have perfect lips. I don't. If you got any little nooks and crannies on your lips, you want to rub these together to get that in there. Now, after you get them rubbed together, you get them set like you want them, stop rubbing them. Let it dry. It's gonna take a couple of minutes. But once it sets, these stay on for hours. Through drinking whatever, water. I drink out of a straw all the time. Water, Cokes, tea, coffee, eating lunch. There's one thing that I do make sure that I do. It don't matter if it's this lipstick or any lipstick. I put it on the back of my bottom lip because I hate to talk and see that. You see that? Here's what I do. See, that looks so much better when you talk. You can't see that. But that is Spontaneous. I like all the colors. This is, I guess this one and Sentimental are my top 2 favorites. Sentimental is it's not pink. It's a mauve color, but it's a soft mauve. Now, I like Soulful too. So I guess the Spontaneous and the Sentimental are my top 2. Soulful is my next favorite. Soulful is a coral. It's kind of a peachy pink, but it's not really pink though. It's more peachy. It's coral. It's a pretty color. But ladies, that's all I really wanted to show y'all today. Like I say, I went ahead and did the full makeup, but the top highlights I wanted to talk about was the importance of the primer, why prime, the concealer, what color of concealer that you want. All depends on what you want your concealer to do. Do you want it to cover up and hide imperfections and dark spots, or do you want it to highlight? You have to decide what you want your concealer to do. And then of course the foundation, I like the matte look, so that's why I choose the liquid foundation. And I use the same color concealer chiffon, the foundation chiffon, and the pressed powder in chiffon. I use all the same color and all of that because I want to hide stuff that's on my face. But for now, ladies, I love y'all. Thank y'all for watching so much. It means a lot to me. Like I say, it builds your Facebook algorithm, and we all need that. If I can help y'all in any way, if y'all have any questions about any of the products I've used, if you're not in my VIP group, please join, because I've got that box coming in. It's either Monday or Tuesday, and I'm going to unbox that box. I'm going to talk about that box, what's in that box, how I earned that box. I can't do that on my public wall because there's rules. So if you're not in my group, it is Be Unique with Louise. Join, or ask to join, or search the group. Let me know and I'll put you in there. But for now, ladies, thank you for watching. Have a good day and God bless y'all. Bye-bye.